Hello again and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about Sill Cocks, where they are, what they are, and why you need to know about them. But first, a couple announcements. Thanks to your support, we have grown this channel to become huge. And so huge that we have enough money to pay for a full-time cameraman, and also we've started an internship program as well. So let me introduce you to a couple people that are joining the team. Here we are. This is Goose. Say hi, Goose. And Edward Stickley Jr. We call him Stick. We haven't told him yet. Hold on a sec. We haven't told him yet which one is going to be the intern, which one is going to be the full-time employee. But we'll get to that later, because we've got other things to do first. More important things to do. Our viewers want to know more about Sill Cocks. We'll come back to you guys later, but for now, just hang out in suspense. Okay? So, let's go to it. Sill Cocks. Sill Cocks are those thingies outside your house that you connect the garden hose to. All right, so I'll show you, once you come with me, I'll show you where the Sill Cocks are in this house. There's one in the front and one in the back. Is this thing on? Yeah, we're going. Okay, good. Da-da-da. So here's the backyard, right? Okay. So funny thing, or something interesting to know, here, this is the Sill Cock right here, right? That's the thing you attach the garden hose to. So why is it called a Sill Cock, right? Good question. This is the concrete foundation of the house, and then most of the rest of the house is built out of wood. At the top of the, you can't see it here because of the siding, but at the top of the concrete foundation, there's a couple pieces of wood, special pressure heated wood, but that's called the sill, right? So the sill attaches to the concrete, and then the rest of the house is built on top of that. So this pipe for the water goes through a hole in the sill, and that's why it's called the Sill Cock. Oh, it's also this type of valve here is called a cock, right? So there's many types of valves. This one is called a cock, and this house has many cock valves. And I'll show you a little bit more about them, okay? But first, let's go take to the front of the house, the front yard. I'll show you the Sill Cock there, okay? So follow me. Jeez, I wish we had made that decision about the cameraman a little earlier, because we could really use some help with this stuff. All right, here we are in the front yard. Here's the side of the house. So next to the front door, you can see that's where the electric is, and also there's a Sill Cock there. So we'll get you a little closer look. Right? There it is. Same deal, right? There's a sill there, and a cock valve, and we got the whole thing right there, okay? All right, so let's go back inside. I'll show you what to do and why we do it. Okay, just about there. So while we're walking, I'll tell you a little bit about why. So in the wintertime in New England, it gets pretty cold, right? Cold enough sometimes to freeze the water that's inside the sill cock, right? And that's why we want to have no water in the pipe and no water in the valve in the wintertime, because otherwise, as we know, when water freezes, it expands into ice. It expands, so the water that's in there will get bigger, and that will split the pipe and destroy the valve. I've seen it happen. It's not pretty, okay? So what we're gonna do is, inside the house, there are valves that shut off the water to the sill cock, okay? So I'll show you where those are. In the home office down here, in the den, call it a den, it's not a playroom. Okay, so if it's on this wall right here, let me put this away here, because that's private, we don't want to watch that. All right, so here we go. On top of this wall here, we'll get a little closer. You can see there's a little panel. See the panel right there? I'm gonna use old man strength to open this panel. If you don't have one handy, you can use a screwdriver to like pry it off, right? Okay, so inside here, you can see this thing. Let me see, can you see that? I can't see what you see. Yeah, okay. So this is another cock valve, and as we have learned in earlier videos, when it's parallel to the pipe, that means it's open. And so to winterize the house and make sure that this pipe on the outside of the house doesn't get wrecked, we're gonna shut this off, right? We shut this off by going counterclockwise. Fucker. Language. It's a family show. Maybe it was clockwise. Yeah, it was clockwise. That sucks. Okay, so now you can see that the handle on the valve is perpendicular, right? So now there's no water. See, there's a piece of wood right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a piece of wood that's interfering with the handle. Just double checking that it's all the way shut off. Okay, so so that's how we shut that off. Okay, and now I'll show you the next valve for the front of the house. Okay, let me get my step ladder. Go back into the basement here. Here, while we're going through the house, here, can you see what that is? That's right, that's a cock valve, right? This one's for the gas, right? We've got cocks all over this house. It's like, we got more cocks than Pornhub. Yeah, you're right, that was too much. Yeah, okay. Goose, I want you to edit that joke out, okay? All right. Can't tolerate jokes like that. That's no good. Folks aren't gonna like that. Okay. Here we are. Oh yeah. Where we are in general, we've got this metal cabinet here, right? In this metal cabinet, you want to look at that, not at me. On top of the metal cabinet, there's a ceiling tile, right? And right here you see this marking, this blue tape marking, right? And that's gonna remind you where the sill cock is. or where the valve that feeds the Sill Cock is. I don't know what the name of that is. We'll just call that a cock valve. All right, so this cock right here, you can see is in the open position, and there's a little marking right there that tells us that this goes this way. Right, so I'm gonna shut off that valve. Done. Okay, so now that valve is closed. Did I just? Oh, I think I had that my finger over the camera. So let me repeat that part again. So next to, so there's a marking on the ceiling, right? And then there's the valve above the ceiling, and then we're just gonna see where it says there's a little arrow that points down. This part goes down, and now it's closed. Okay, so just to show you that this stuff really works, I'll show you the backyard one, and yeah, that'll probably be the end of the video. Oh yeah, we gotta get back to the new hires here. That's just a sec, stay with me. Those guys are really like in suspense right now, but you're a little nervous. Okay. So here we are. Now I can turn this on. There's Sill Cock, right? Crank that up, and what? No water comes out. Right? No water. That was already water that was in the hose. But I assure you, there's no more water coming out of the hose, right? Because we shut down the Sill Cock, and now the house, at least the Sill Cocks, are ready for winter. In the springtime, we're gonna do the same thing, kind of in inverse. Yeah, just put those valves open again. You know what to do. All right, so now let's get back to Stick and Goose. And their misery. Okay, hi Sam. All right, so now we're gonna reveal our decision on who is gonna become our next employee, okay? So, is it gonna be Goose or Stick? Stick or Goose, right? And the answer is, it's gonna be Stick. Congratulations, Stick. Yeah, welcome to the team. We're really happy to have you. There was so many resumes that we went through, and you were like number one out of everybody. And Goose, you know, don't worry. This is not the end of the road for you. You're still with us as an internship. Yeah, we're happy to have you on the team too. All right, so no, it's not a paid internship, it's just an internship. So that's it for now, thanks for joining, thanks for all your support. With your support, we will continue to grow the channel and have more. Maybe we can get Goose paid at some point, maybe not. Yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm, and we appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.